Hi, Charmaine Grace, your next step to possibility. This is day 25 of 45. I can't believe I'm still doing it. Well, I do believe it because I am, and I'm so grateful that I'm getting more comfortable, but sometimes I just am not sure what to speak about. But today, I was listening to the Marie Forleo show, and Robin Sharma was on. Now, I heard Robin Sharma speak years and years and years ago at a Toastmasters conference, just after he had written The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So it was really interesting. As soon as I saw his name, I thought, I have to listen to this. And Marie was asking him about his journey into becoming an author and things like that. And he said, life's greatest heartbreak is being not true to yourself. And I went, oh my gosh, that's so true. It's one of those things we don't, at least I didn't think about, being untrue to myself. And that started way back in my teens when I got married for the sake of getting married when I was 18. Oh, don't do that. Not wise. Not for you or anybody else. But I knew that I shouldn't have gone through with it. But I thought when my dad said to me on the way to the church, you know, you don't have to do this. And I thought, oh yeah? You don't know my father. He'll make my life miserable. And this is the stories I was telling myself. And a lot of times the stories that we tell ourselves will keep us trapped, being untrue to ourselves, while we are trying to please other people. That eventually we do learn, at least I did, there's no pleasing other people if you don't please yourself. So I could go on story after story. That's part of the reason that I'm called your next step to possibility, because in the past, in a number of instances, when I have found myself being untrue to myself, I have taken my next step into a new possibility. And it's always served me. Right? This one time, I took a job and I thought, I'm only going to be here 2 years. Well, 4 years in, I was dragging myself to work. It was awful. It was painful. It was the worst thing I ever did. Luckily, my employer realized that it was time to free up my future. And between being excited for this advantage and crushed because I'd never been fired before, as I look back on it, it was a wonderful opportunity. So going back to what I'm talking about, life's greatest heartbreak is not being true to yourself, is really true. And when we're not true to ourselves, that's when we get stuck in jobs that no longer serve us, or relationships, or in a rut somehow, some way, or we get tied into our stories, addicted to our stories, or to alcohol, or to something else. Don't do that to yourself. Stop and think, am I feeling stuck? Is it time for me to be true to myself? Think about it. And I'll come back tomorrow and talk to you again. Charmaine Grace, your next step to possibility.